Menu narration option is set to off.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch. Check it out.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And some room to maneuver. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Darius Geis, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now it's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Go, go.
Flacco from midfield. He gets it in the hands of Geis. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can Lobo. Come on, QB, come on. Check. What happened?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, quickly. 58. Hey, Charlie. I'm trying to collect. 58, boy. 58, Mike. Hey, let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here comes Grant on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Monday, that's right. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. And here we go, watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on second down. Flacco. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Geis with a carry on second down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shrugs him off. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29. Flacco flushed out right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. Back
to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gun.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
I don't think you got it, son. Hey, alert 3. Under 10, under 10, 10. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Rush in. Slam, ready, set.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check the backer.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, South, he's coming to you, motion. Hey. 58's the mark. 58's the mark. 51, South. Set the tone, defense. Hey, Zoo. 58, boy, 58.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Completes it to Lee. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Yo, Lee! Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. And I'm coming up.
Flacco from the gun. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ready? Like 25. 58 to Mike. 54, south. Check these two. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Here, switch it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the Hey,
on 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flacco looks to throw, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Target, target. Target, target. Check 37. Check 37.
Flacco. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Right behind, Jeff, wait. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 54 is Mike.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, Disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On 2nd and 9, Ryan, it's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Mike, 58, right there. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. Back, back, back. Check 50, check 50. Check 39. Check hot. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch us left.
On 1st down, Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Slam. Check three. Check. Out. You gonna take. Run. Watch safety creeping. Check 31.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready, blue 80. 21.
This time Ryan will throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
51. Got it. 58 to Mike, 58.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jeffrey Simmons. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gun. Rap. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll run with Geis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10.
In your face.
Hey, Monday, man.
Now it's Flacco. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 17-10 score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Shoot, shoot. Hey, South. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Touchdown, defense.
Got it. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 58. Hey, Haywood. Get up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's go. Guard.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They try to quick.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
54, south.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Hey, Delta.
4th down. Here's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, and the Lions will take over. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You're over here. Bravo.
Max 56.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hurry up.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a run with Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the ground, it's Geis, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This is Geis. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
You got him. You got him. Ha ha, you got him.
Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here I come.
Look at the hot set. Wait.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. What's the run? They're running.
Hot. Hey, hot.
They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Final score now from Atlanta. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss drops them back to 4-3. So